I'm actually gonna watch this on my computer. I don't know if you can hear me. Yeah, you can hear me. Let me turn off the desktop audio. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I've got my Raid game. It's an app I've been playing like forever. Like Karappa did a campaign and um campaign thing on it to promote it online on the computer, but I've been playing it on an app like since 2020. And my list keeps getting completely filled, and I have to delete some of them. So, what I thought I would do is because I mean, they're getting confusing because the champions are changing now. So, I thought I would get a word pad up and type their names and then see what I have doubles of and delete them that way. I can um turn them in strength and the other champions, the ones that are bulked up more. What's on this? Oh, I won't hear it. Okay. Um, you can't like see what I'm doing. This is like how did that get on there? It's like the title of my stream. It's right above the word raid, above the team. This is Mickey Mouse Musketeer is streaming, just chatting. Well, that's weird because that's not my thing. Yeah, and my cat, like, just passed away a couple of weeks ago. It's a really good picture of her. She didn't look too happy with me when I took a picture. I want to make like like a rotating image thing. I have a bunch of pictures of her. Made everything nice. I think I may play like the cat simulator. I could play a black cat. And if I do that, then I'm gonna put her pictures on like a rotation. It'd be nice to have that in the background. I better do something before I cry. Um, I don't want word. I want word pad. Okay, I'm gonna have to search it. So I'm not gonna like keep the list. But you can't see it anyway. Okay, so You can't see what I'm doing. Um, let's go to my champions. Yeah, by rank. Is there another way that I can? Don't do that. By level, rarity, affinity, use first by faction. Uh, Those are the most rare that I have. By the stars. Okay, I'm just gonna keep them by rank. Okay. Does that like 5 stars? Yeah. 5-star champions. Actually, after I write that, like after I start making my list, I'm gonna make the title part bold. I don't need their level, right? Sun Wukong. Sun Wukong. Oh, she's 4 stars. Okay. I'm gonna copy this. Oh, I'm gonna make it bold and underline. Okay. But I'm gonna copy it and put it here and put 4 stars. But I think I'm gonna do it a couple of times actually. Stars. Do I have 1-star champions? I think all my champions are up there. I don't know. I think I delete a lot of them. They're okay. So I want to unbold and underline it. Okay, 4-star champions. We got shaman. High Katana. Khatn. I have no idea how to say it. Jizzo, right? Jizzo. These are 4 stars. Runekeeper. Hello, Runekeeper. Dazdirk. Is that how you say it? Dazdirk. Hello, Runekeeper. Yaga the Insatiable. Okay, so now I have 3 stars. Where did my thing go? So I don't have very many 4 and 5 star champions. Not as many as I thought I did. Gaelic. Noise. Apothecary. Apothecary. AP. That's a healer, right? Apothecary. Skullsworm. Skullsworm. Is that how you say it? Ah, Hell freak. And Valerie. Or priest. Bombardier. Purgator. Skink. Well, I play games and people come in and they're like, "Hey, Mickey," and now I'm like taking my time to do something and nobody is here. And I actually can talk because I'm watching the chat so that I can answer somebody as soon as they say That's funny. It's not funny, but yeah, it's funny. Mark. Conqueror. Conqueror. They have a lot of 3 star champions. Painsmith. Then I'm gonna have to turn them in, turn in my shards. So I'm gonna have a lot more champions. And I know that I need to write them down to keep up with them because they're gonna be multiples of certain ones. Skirmisher. Really? Skirmish? I'm gonna give her such a weird name. She's very pretty. Veteran. There's another skull swan. I have 2 of those. Pathfinder. Kate. Hi, Kate. Gaelic. It's another Gaelic. I should buff him up because he's one of my favorites. But actually, I was looking, for this background picture that I have. I actually Googled that, and then some of the background pictures for the raid, because I have thumbnails for when I play games, and some of the pictures, Gaelic is the character. Boom. He's actually pretty good. I actually played with that one. Graybeard. Spirit Host. I wish I could put them in alphabetical order. You know, it would help. Ah, 2 stars. Now we're on 2 stars. Sniper. Hi, Sniper. Crusader. Vulcan. Oh, that was evil. Infiltrator. Dead Crusader. Incubus. This music great. You can tell them that though, right? Intercessor. Intercessor. Hmm. Oh, there's a lot of 2 stars. Spirit Walker. Commander. Skellig. Duelist. Square. Dervish. Hard skill. Skinner. Like on The Simpsons? Is that what happened to him? Brute. Frontline warrior. This tells you how much I've played this game. A lot of freaking characters. Thrasher. Pitspine. Pitspine. Outrider. Armature. Vigilante. Outlander. Oh, it does. I was like, wait a minute, didn't I just write that? I wrote Outrider, not Outlander. Satire. Fireblade. Okay, then one star tune. So I'm almost done. Ranger. Lurker. Death Knight. I remember the ad for this game. He was he was the one in the ad. It was funny. He wanted to be a champion. Hellhound. Troglodyte? Troglodyte. And Mash Killer. Preacher. Sister Milton. Looks like Joan of Arc. Militant. X-Men. Okay, another Ranger. Another Lurker. Thrall. Pikeman. Pikeman. Swordsman. War Boy. Yeah, man. Death Guard. Blizzard. Negotiate? No. Negotiate? I don't know how to say that. Connect. Or it could be connect. Because it's KN. It could be connect or it could be neck. Okay. KNECHT. So it's like this. KNECHT. It could be connect. That sounds about right. That would be a cool way to spell it. And bandit. It's our last. You know what I think I'm gonna do? I think, okay, I'm gonna pull up. Oh, well, I have it up. Okay. Where's my phone? Well, I know oh, you know what? It's on Discord. Duh. Mm, friends. I sent it to Alpha. I sent it to Kratom. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Beep. Um, let's put on here, make sure it's the right website. Okay. Okay. So it's the right one. Okay, so down here, and then go to pin it. Okay. You know what? Though, let's unpin it because I want to write a message. Please visit her obituary and light a candle. Okay. There we go. That's nice. Now everybody has a web address and can go to her obituary and write a little memory comment and say you'll be missed, Snowball. You're a good girl. Okay, so I want to go through my champions. Artok, Summon, Gaelic. I know there's a Gaelic. There's two Gaelics. There's a Gaelic. I remember. Okay, so these are like the order they're in. So I'm gonna copy it. Okay, and copy. I'll follow that in order. Copy. And paste. And you know what? Yeah, I wanted to save some. Here it is. Okay. So Artak's son will come. Okay, so the 4-star ones, the ones I want to put in order. H H HIJQRS. Bombardier. Uncle. IG. The preview or priest is under us. Veteran. P. Times B4 wells. VW. Yeah, that was right. B is all the way down here. H is EFGH. Okay. I have two Gaelics that are 3-star champions. Two-star champions. Ah! I didn't want to do that. I wanted to pull it down. Okay, so I think what we're gonna do is okay, split it in half. Okay, so this will be A through M. Plus T. O P A. Oh, I don't want to do that. S. Oops. Oopsie. Fireblade. Okay, so we get A COCRDU. So that goes under it. DEADERDUE. Incubus. H goes before EFGH. Fire. Frontier Warrior. Okay. Outlander, Outrider, Pit Spawns. Okay, so here's all the S's. SKE, SKU, right? SP goes underneath the SA. SN. SKI. No. SKU. Then SK. Okay. So I got those. X. Whoopsie. Death Knight. A B C D E F G H. Two lurkers. Sounds like something we would say being on Twitch. Okay, so we got P. Pikeman. This actually goes first. No, the N one goes first. Negotiate. Then PQR. There's two Rangers. Wait, MNOP. Okay, so I was right. QRS. So it's T STW. Bully. Bandits. Quit. No, quit. Okay. D. Okay. HLM. Oh, there's a death hound. D H-I-J-K. Okay. That one messed up. I need to. Okay, the K. Jesse. M N. Okay. Needs done. Okay, so I have two rangers. I need to highlight those right. I have two rangers, two pipelines, two lurkers. Okay, I have two Galax and three search engine. So hi Drip. How are you? How's your Friday going? Doing good. You missed Cowgirl. Um, just I did what I was gonna do today. The day was crappy, and so I thought, I'm running out of room on my raid champion board, so I can't turn in any of my shards to summon champions until I get rid of some of them. So you can't see it, but I've been writing a list of all of my champions on the thing, and then I'm highlighting them, the doubles, so that I can turn them in. And what you do is you can take some of the champions and you turn them in and you can upgrade the other champions. So I pick my champions that are like 4 or 5 stars, and I take all of the doubles and I trade them in, and it strengthens the ones that are like really strong. And so that's what I'm doing. Cowboys play Sunday. Actually, I found a stream on Twitch that played a Thursday night football. So maybe they'll do Sunday night football. Do you think? It was oh, what in the world? Because they went from playing football to music. It was the 49ers that one, right? It was San Francisco. And so I was like keeping an eye on it. It was New York Giants and San Francisco. But I think I was like watching a stream. So I was like flipping it back and forth, keeping an eye on it. Yeah. Maybe, just maybe, they'll do the other football games. Because, there's that thing, Thursday night football. Or was it Monday night? It was uh yeah, he was a junior. His daddy was so famous. He did the song for the ad for football. Is it Monday Night Football? They used to have it on Mondays. Oh, why can't I think of his name? Oh my God, that's gonna drive me insane. The Cardinals. Who's the Cardinals? And Grandpa we were talking about football, and Grandpa was like, oh, well, what's the team that Stock roots for again? And I'm thinking to myself, what does it matter if you're forgetting who they are? They're forgettable. I'm like, I don't know. Do I care? They're forgettable. The Colts. Yeah. Do you actually know who I'm talking about? Because I think it's Indianapolis. Indiana. It's Indiana. Is the team. Yeah, okay. Okay. But what do they do? Really, honestly. I mean, if you're not like a big fan, if you're not like a diehard fan of the Colts, they're kind of forgettable. They're never in the like top, like, at the beginning. They're never the ones that go until the end. I don't know if they've ever been to a Super Bowl, have they? Since Peyton Manning was on the Colts. Isn't he on Colorado? Denver? So I didn't know he was in the Colts. That's funny though, right? They're kind of forgettable. You're either a diehard fan or you have to like really think really hard what the team there is. I didn't want to think about it. Give me a headache. Oh, Peyton Manning. When he was in Denver, right? He won against the Chicago Bears. He's a Super Bowl Ranger. When he was with the Colts. So did they go to the Super Bowl? Because I mean, I must have been like blacked out during that whole thing. I don't remember them ever going to the Super Bowl. Ranger, lurker. Okay, this is out of order. Ew. So that one's double. That'll work. I love football. I was a cheerleader for like 4 years when I was like in it was third and fourth grade, which was elementary, and fifth and sixth grade, which was intermediate school. And I loved football. And so I don't know. Is it, I want, I don't know how many people say it, but if you could get in a time machine and go back in time, I would freaking slap myself. I had all of these things about my personality, and I ended up with somebody that didn't like to do shit. So he didn't like sports, he didn't like fishing, he didn't like going camping. He wasn't an outdoors person, so we never went hiking. We never like, took, the baby, as I have, my daughter. So we never took my daughter and like put her in a stroller and went for long walks, never like went bike riding. I was teaching her how to ride a bike when I got sick, so she never finished learning how to ride a bike. So she's an adult and doesn't know how to ride a bike because I never got a chance to finish teaching her and nobody else finished it. And so I was really, really active and I loved being outdoors. Loved being outdoors and was more of a, like a sports person. I loved basketball. I loved volleyball. Um, I was because I was a cheerleader for 4 years, but when I moved and I was in a different school and I was in middle school, I was on the cheer squad, the spirit squad. That's what it was called. And so it's I think I still have my t-shirt. Like it wasn't you weren't like a cheerleader, you were like the extra girls on the side and like hooting and hollering and you know like the whole, you know, pep everybody up, pump everybody up thing. And you had a school shirt and that separated you from everybody else when, sat together. So it was just I don't know. I loved doing all of that stuff. And I ended up with somebody that kind of just I lost all of my enthusiasm and love for everything because I no longer had anybody to do those things with and talk about those things and be excited about those things with. And so I guess, like all those years when there was like Super Bowls and things going on, I just kind of I don't remember a lot of it because if I wasn't able to watch it, then I didn't know it was happening because there was nobody around me that was into it. So, like you, Drip, thank you. You come by and you tell me when the Cowboys are playing and if they win their game. And you tell me things. You tell me when games are coming out and all of that stuff. You keep me informed in those things if I don't know them. And thank you. I appreciate that a lot. Because it's nice to be able to have something in common with somebody and they're paying attention that if you're not getting to be like involved in knowing what's going on, they let you know because they know that you like it. They know that you would want to know. My friends are the best. Yeah. Well, I also know as, somebody that like, does something like that and you're excited about it and you're passionate about it, it's something and that you're, like into when there's somebody that actually would like to know what's going on and they don't get to, you know, do things where they know it's actually exciting to be able to talk about it because you actually have someone to talk about it with. So it, I know that it's like a big deal being the person that's like, this happened and that happened and this is happening. And so it's nice. I remember, because it's gonna sound stupid, but it doesn't tell my age. When I was in high school, we used to show up for school early, and it was me and a group of girls, and so there was me and there was two other Michelles. So we were Michelle 1, Michelle 2, and Michelle 3. And but there was Laura, the other two Michelles, and Sarah and Samantha. But I don't think Sarah and Samantha were there at the same time. But it was like um a a group of girls, and we we were at school early, and we would sit by the lockers in the hall, and we would talk about what happened on Beverly Hills 90210 and Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. 'Cause I'm so old that I was like 16 years old when Fresh Prince of Bel-Air came on. And it was like I didn't see it in reruns. I saw it like I had to wait each week. We saw an episode. We went to school the next day, talked about everything, and then we'd have to wait until the next week to see what the next episode was. But we were like so hyped and we loved that show. And then, Beverly Hills 90210 was like the, teen soap opera. It was like so, oh my God, I love that. I miss that so bad. I don't miss watching TV, but I miss, well, I did that a few years ago, a handful of years ago when The Walking Dead was on TV and Sons of Anarchy. It was during the time period when Sons of Anarchy was on. And so those were my two favorite shows. So on Sunday night, I would watch The Walking Dead. And then I think it was Tuesday, I would watch Sons of Anarchy. And my friend Laura, who also was one of those girls that was in the hall at school, in high school, she is on Facebook. And we would watch shows, we would watch those shows, and then we would talk about stuff in the commercials. And then, she knew the groups and other people that talked about it too. So it was like this big thing to get on Facebook and be talking about everything. I had to avoid Facebook when there was an episode that came on and I didn't want to watch it. I was dead set against watching it. It was the one where Negan took a baseball bat and killed him. So I didn't want to watch it, but I didn't want to know who he killed. It was like such a huge anxiety for me, like all summer, that I didn't want to know which character they killed because they had already killed off my favorite characters. And it was well, my one, well, no, they killed off Rick's wife when she had the baby, and they decapitated the the older man. What's his name? I'm trying to think of his name. It should be like it's like right on the tip of my tongue. Anyway, I loved him, and he was great. He actually was a big relief to like all the people, all the characters in the cast. So I don't want to say Sherman Cheryl. And then Cheryl's a female's name. Anyway, it was Maggie's dad. I do know that. Maggie lost her sister, her dad, and unfortunately, Glenn. And she found out she was pregnant. Isn't that sad? Oh, I hate that show for doing that to her. I stopped watching it. And I'm not doing very well at finishing this. I'm talking too much. Okay. Um, so I want to go to Gaelic, right? And he is three stars. Okay, so there's a Gaelic. Ah, he reached the maximum. Okay. Did he really? Okay. Oh, he's level 30. It says he reached the maximum. Okay, let's go to Sun Wukong. Okay, so there is a three-star Gaelic, but there is also, well, there's two. Okay, so that one, I want to take off the highlight. Skullsworn? What does he look like? Okay, let's just do that one. Yeah, I want to sacrifice Gaelic. He's got like one level. Okay, Skullsworn in level three, like 3 stars. It says this one right here. He's level 27. Skink. He's level 1. Okay. So let's go back to here. Go back to tavern. To level 3. Code, yes. Landmark to level 7. Okay. So I sacrificed that one. Sacrificed that one. Lurker, Pikeman, and Ranger. All on level 1. Or 1 star, I should say. Pikeman. That one. This one. Okay. 40. So he'll go to level 10. At level 9. Level up. Nice. Ooh, cool. That's awesome. Okay. He split his spirit from his body. That was cool. And you can't see what I'm doing, so you have no idea what I'm talking about. So let's go here, here, and here, and highlight them because now we only have one. Okay. I'm gonna turn my shards on and see what else. Okay. Um, Okay, let's go back to the beginning. Life. That was sweet. Got to upgrade you, but I. Okay, so 24 blue shards. Should I do those first? Oh no, let's do one green one because it's 221 is how many I have. Let's just do one at a time. How about that? And then put it on my bandit. Put it on my list. I got another bandit. He is a 1 star. And let's highlight that because that is a double. Okay. So, whoa. No, thank you. I don't want to buy from this. Summon 4 blue shirts. So 24. I have 24 blue shirts. So we're gonna do 4. And then we have bandit, which makes 5. Okay, so this is runic warder. Level 1. Runic RUNIC word. Okay. And he's the first one of his kind. More. What I get? What I get? Fencer. EFGH. Says DEF. Fencer. Okay. Level 1. Another one. Grumbler. DEFG. I thought I would get doubles. Did I just got one double. Blood mask. Fine. Well, these are blue shards, so what you gonna do? These are unique. So I need to go back to doing my green ones. Because I want to upgrade my champions. Okay, so all I have is bandit to trade on. Should I do my I'm not gonna do those blue ones. I'm gonna do the green ones. Sister Militant. See, that's what I'm talking about. Copy, paste, and highlight. Because I now have. Okay. Summon another one. Herald. I don't have a herald. It's Herald like a newspaper. Instead of with an O, it's with an A. Well, that's unique. So I have 2 doubles now, right? Another hellhound. Okay. Death Hound. Death Hound. Okay. That's a double. Bully. Two of those now. Bully. So how many doubles do I have now? One, a bandit, bully, death hound, and sister militant. Okay. Bandit, bully, I have four. So I mean, I can turn in six at a time. And then do some more. One more makes 215. I do like five at a time. I may eventually run out of money, you know. Ooh, a death knight. Nice. Death knight. Okay. So let's take my champion. My champion. And I have to go to the champion button. Let's go to my champion. I want to. And he's a legendary. Go to tavern. Go down to 1 stars. Okay. I have to try to remember. Bandit. I don't know names. Don't know who that is. Okay, that was Hellhound. I know that. Death Hound. I know that. And Death Knight. I know that. What the hell is his name? He's got an eye patch. And the girl with the thing. Okay, this is 3600. Level you up, dear. To level 11. No, I don't want to buy things. Thank you. Bandit. That was Bandit. The guy with the eye patch is Bandit. I didn't turn in bully. Mr. Millet. So it was. Mhm. And then Death Knight. Death Hound, I recognize those. And Bully. Okay, I didn't turn in Bully. No, I don't want a $40 package for $29. He paid my phone bill. He just sent me a notice on my calendar. Death Night. There's another Death Night. Copy. Okay. Another one. It's 1 star. I think they're all 1 stars. War Boy. Let me do this until we get down to 200. And then see what else I can do. Hmm, that will hound. Two. Pitker. Ooh, it's a new one. Pit. Pitcur. Nice. You're new. Little Philip. It looks like he wants to kill me. Badge killer. It's a duplicate. Hmm. I can do like 6. So should I keep going until I have 6 doubles? Bully, Death Knight, Hellhound, Match Killers, 4 and 5. War Boys, 5. Okay. So let's do more until we get another double. Ranger. Okay. Nice. Okay, she's wearing purple. Elf in purple. I'm gonna put like the notes so I know what they look like. War boy. What does war boy look like? No, no, thank you. Bully. This one's bully. Helmet with horns. Helmet with horns. Death Knight is a skeleton. Hellhound. This Death Hound. Hellhound is red. Death Knight is a skeleton. Hellhound is a red dog. Mash Killer. Need to find out what she's like. Oh, she's an elf with white hair and purple. Elf, white hair, white haired elf, purple. Okay, so let's take a mango tone. No, I don't need that. There's my champion. Okay. I only have two that are 5 stars. So let's get him up. No, 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 no. Push the wrong button. Tavern. Okay. Death Knight. Red Dog. Mash Killer. I think that's her. Ooh, who's this one? I don't know which one that is. I don't see the other one. Because I had two. Oh, it's this one. It's the one that looks like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I gotta find out who he is. But there's two of them. So we got Bully, Death Knight, right? Yeah, Death Knight, Hellhound, Madge Killer. Ranger. Oh, that must be Word Boy. Okay. I'm gonna find out though. Upgrade. Yes! Level 13. Okay. I'm gonna find out. Is that Word Boy? Looks like he looks like Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. There was two of them, so I know they're around here somewhere. There he is. Yeah, that's who it was. Okay. Uh, so what I'm doing on my game, what I'm doing on here is two separate things. I'm gonna get up and go to the restroom real quick, and I think I'm gonna like title my thing on my app and stream my game while I'm doing it so that you can see what I'm doing because I would think that you're like really, really bored because you can't see what I'm doing. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna mute while I'm halfway out of the room. But I will be right back, okay? Okay, I'm back. I'm going to, well, I can unplug this. I'm going to set up my game or set up my app to stream. Hi, Ghost. How are you doing? Yes, my baby. Wasn't she beautiful? Oh, thank you. I miss her. I was just having a really hard time earlier. I miss her. She was always in the kitchen. I need to do something because there's like some cat food in the kitchen and it starts making me sad when I see it. And then I cleaned out my bathroom and took the litter box out of my bathroom, and that kind of got to me. Uh, go live. Oh, I can't go live until I'm not live on the computer. Okay, I get you. You don't have to tell me twice, Twitch. Well, that sucks. Yeah. It's just really fresh because I've had a lot of pets and I've had a lot of pets in general, especially cats, but there's certain ones that lived, into their teens. And I miss them like crazy. I mean, they had a very huge impact on my life. And my first one was well, Fluffy was an orange tabby cat, and I didn't really like keep him with me when I moved around. So, but he lived about 14, 15 years. And this I was in the third grade when I got him. And it was about 20, about 20. Hey, Angel. So yeah, Fluffy lived about 12 years, I think. But my dog Lucky, she's a big fluffy white Alaskan husky. She has some chow in her. She was my best friend. I got her when I was 10, and she passed away when I was 24. And my daughter used to ride her like a horse. How are you doing, Angel? How'd your week go? Oh, I gotta turn on my sub thing. I could turn this off since I'm not doing it anymore. I've kind of gotten bored with it. I'm not gonna do it no more. Uh, so that I can redeem my Google Play. You've had so many cats. Yeah. Cats kind of get addicting, don't they? Yeah. ALG2. We only had one dog. Oh, really? So you're a cat person? I love cats. Which one was your favorite breed or kind? Or did you ever have a favorite? I think I'm addicted to black cats. Because I had one named Salem. I had one named Boo Kitty. I took him in for someone else and took care of him for her. So we started out with Boo Kitty, who was the very first black cat I had. My son's 10 now, apparently in dog years. A big fluffy bra. Well, a lot of them are just, short heads, short hairs, domestic short hair. Oh, you did? Thank you, Angel. That's sweet of you. Thank you. Isn't that nice that that comes with? I had her cremated, and I have her in like a little memorial box, little container with a little nameplate with her. That was her birthday. I had her mom. Her mom's name was Midnight, and with the service and you pay to get them cremated, they also have a memorial wall on their website. And I sent them a picture and wrote something and they put it on the thing. And you can go and light a candle. You can say something sweet. So I thought, you know what? If I'm not playing games, I'm not using up my screen for anything specific. I'll put Snowball's picture on there, her date, and then put a link for her obituary, and everybody can go and enjoy it. And go check it out. Light a candle or say something. Oh, you had to give him up for adoption. Did you rehome him or did you give him to like a shelter? You rehomed him? Well, that's good. That's really good. That's lucky you could do that, Sarah. I can barely see the little thing that's on my screen. Oh, now I see it. That was cool. So now you can use my emojis. That's why I play all those games. I get a gift card. These are my emojis. Squeak, squeak. I need some more emojis. So I know who a subscriber is because it has a little box around your name. So I'm like, oh, Ghosty doesn't have that. Let's fix that. I've had I think I'm we had a black cat I had Boo Kitty and Salem was the second one. Salem was sick. He passed away, he was a baby. Um and Noir Shaw. That means black cat in French. So we called him Noir. You've been subbed for 3 months? Oh, but it might not have been consecutively. I think last time you were here, I pushed on your name and gift subbed you. 'Cause I can't really do anything with. I play games and get a gift card from it, and my choices are a Google Play card or a Amazon card, and I can get like $10 on a Google Play card and I only get like $5 on an Amazon card. And it's like, that's stupid. I can get nothing for $5. So I get Google Play cards. Those are my only options. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. He gave me gift subs. That makes sense. Well, that's good that you got one when that happened because yeah, if it was Alpha, he he did a couple of gift subs. So if you got one when he did that, you were lucky. But when when someone comes in chat, when they come in to view and they come in chat, I can click on their name and give them a gift sub. I I can't do it on the computer because um on the computer, like my thing is hooked to like PayPal or something. Yeah, he's great. He's wonderful. And I have to I um when you get on your Google Play store, you get whatever money that you have in your Google Play store, you can actually use through the app. So when you're on the app, you can't gift a sub just like randomly like you can on the computer. Yeah, I know. I love your emotes. They're so cute. To have to it, being on the app, paying for it through the app, the thing on the app. Um, I have to wait until somebody comes in chat so I can click on their name. I'll eventually get more emotes. Either have to figure out how to do them myself or find a way to get somebody to make them for me. My daughter's not doing it anymore. I'm looking at this thing. Hey, Ghost, if you like cats, there's a kitten clubhouse thing. And it's like a room, like a kitten rescue, a cat rescue, and they have cameras in the room, and you can just watch them run around and play and sleep and stuff. It's really like quiet and calming, really sweet. It's really cute. You know someone? Nice. Well, I don't have any money to pay somebody to do it, so I think Jason said he would do it for me. I'll have to ask him. I want those like emotes that move. I want one of those, but I think you have to have a special program for that. Because even Jason doesn't know how to do. He's like really good at drawing. This says here, ghost. Let's see. HTT. Oh, you know what? Let's do this. Kitten Clubhouse. There you go. If you want to see that, that's like a Twitch streamer. There's like streaming all the time, and it's just a room overlooking kittens, cats. So it says right now they have 6 kitties. Well, that took up a lot of space. Okay. So, Angel, the person that you said that you know that does it, do they charge to do it? It's a lot of people. I mean, I understand completely. A lot of people, they do those things, they make money off of it. It's commission. I can't get my thing to scroll. Well, I think I'm gonna. How long have I been? Oh, 2 hours. Okay. Yeah. I think I'm gonna watch some YouTube, lay my head down. but I might be back because I was working on that list and I want to do that, but I can't be streaming on the computer and set up my app. No, I'm not gonna go to bed. It's like 9 o'clock. I'm just, if I don't rest, if I don't like lay my head down and rest, I'm gonna like get a headache and get kind of like irritable because, from the screen, from staring at it so much. But if I, like I need to plug in my tablet, I'll watch some YouTube. That's what I do is I put it on the arm of my chair and lay my head down to the side and watch videos. And I'll charge it while I'm doing that, and then when it's charged up, I'll get on my app and stream from my app, and then you can see what I'm doing on my raid game. Are we? No, we're not in the same time zone, right? You're in Boston. We're an hour. It should be 12 there, isn't it? Because I'm Chicago time, but it's only an hour. And like the other side of the country, right? Well, but you're like New York, you're Eastern time zone. I'll never remember Worcester. I remember Boston. You're East Coast, though. And I'm Central. There's New York, Chicago. What is the one? The Mountain Time. There's Mountain, which is like Utah, Nevada. And then there's uh Pacific, which is California, Oregon, Washington. And from your time zone all the way to the other end of the country on Pacific, like there's like, is it 4 hours? 3 hours. Central Mountain Pacific is 3 hours. I think it's two for me. I was kind of weirded out over the fact that I can remember what time it is in New Zealand, but I have to think about the time zones in America. It's crazy. It is 2 p.m. I can, like, bam. I instantly know what time it is there for some reason. Yeah, it's dinner time there when it's like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning here. So, which is like an extra hour for you. So when it's 7 for me, it's midnight there. So when it's 8 a.m. for you, it's midnight there. It's just, that is just like crazy. Absolutely crazy. They're actually, I think is it 17 from 24 is, um, 7 from 24 is 17. There's 17 hours ahead of me. Oh, you know what? You're like an hour back. So when it's no, that I'm right. So I'm 7 a.m. when you're 8 a.m. and it's midnight there. Yeah. So it's like 8 hours difference for you. Because I was thinking like it would be an hour closer to that, but it is an hour closer because it's not 17 hours, it's 16 hours, but they're ahead. Um, my way of remembering, I remember that. I had to get used to it. It was 7 hours back, but tomorrow was how I would say it. So after 8 a.m., after 7 a.m., actually, if it was 12:01 a.m., it was the next day. So at 7:01 a.m. on Monday morning, it was turning into midnight Wednesday for them. So it's 7 hours back and tomorrow. But I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna raid the Kitten Clubhouse. Yeah, I can look at the kittens. It's really sweet. I love it. Every once in a while, I just go and sit so I can look over and glance and see them running around and playing. But I shall be back. But I'm gonna stream from my tablet so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, and if I don't get to see you later in a few hours, then I'll talk to you soon. Thank you for coming by and chatting. I missed you. Talk to you guys later. Bye.